Most coaches and consultants, they think that scaling an online business to more than 50K a month requires years of experience, 80-hour work weeks, and a lot of luck. But what if I told you that none of this would actually be true? Because one of my clients, Joseph, he went from not having any business experience, not having a clue about how to actually build and scale a business, and 17 weeks later, after working with him, he made more than 100K a month. And I see so many coaches and consultants that are struggling to actually scale their business. What they're focusing on is going viral, just doing more outreach and spending more money on ads. But what is the difference between those who are struggling to get clients and scale their business and those who are consistently making more than $100,000 a month, if not more? The difference is not in any secret strategy, but it actually just is how you build your business and how you scale it. It's in the process. Because my client Joseph, he stopped doing what everyone else was telling him to do, and he actually just started building a content-driven ecosystem, something that compounds over time. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can build a 5-step system that you can use to actually build and scale your business. And by the way, this is what I have used to take multiple clients to 100K a month, and I've generated more than $5 million for clients in revenue. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that this works pretty well and it will also work for you. So the first step into building a scalable business, it comes down to one thing, and that is having a really good product. And that product must serve a transformation that takes people from A to B. So how do you do that? First of all, it's very important to understand that people don't buy information, they buy a transformation. But here's the thing. Most coaches and consultants, they are building their offer around the wrong foundation. They think that people buy fancy guarantees, big promises, and the next big thing. But the truth is, people don't buy more information and they don't buy your guarantee. They buy you as the person to help them because they believe that you're the best one to help them go through their desired transformation. And in other words, they buy into your vision, your mission, and your philosophy. And that's exactly why you need to stop focusing on these crazy promises and guarantees and literally just expensive information that you can Google online, because people truly just buy someone that they trust and someone that they believe can deliver the best results to them. And when it comes to your product, people don't buy multiple transformations. They buy one core product that delivers one specific transformation. And the reason why is because one of my clients, he went from having multiple offers with a lot of different transformations, and he didn't actually know how to scale his business, and he couldn't figure out why people didn't buy from him. And the reason why is because people had too many options. They were too confused. Which transformation should I pick? Which offer should I go for? And that resulted in one thing. He couldn't actually make a sale. So what we did is that we deleted 4 of his transformational programs, and we just built one core product that could be delivered in 3 different ways. But here's the thing. They all serve the same transformation. And now he can serve more people, deliver the same result, and he can literally scale his business. And he has a $100,000 a month business right now. The second step into building a 50K a month online business comes down to having a content-driven ecosystem, especially on Instagram and YouTube. But here's what most business owners get wrong. They think that having a content-driven ecosystem is all about going viral, chasing views, and getting attention on social media. But none of this would actually scale your business. Because Joseph, when he came to me, he thought that having a personal brand came down to having millions of followers. He had to go viral every single time, and he was chasing videos that actually got a lot of views. And the only thing that did is that he was struggling to get clients. He was confused that a lot of random people, they were watching his content, but it actually did not turn into any clients. So what we optimized is that instead of trying to reach everyone, we only talk to a specific group of people. And we wanted to build a content system that builds trust, authority, and likelihood of achievement. And most importantly, make people respect you so they know that you're the best one to help them. And every single piece of content that you create should do three things. First of all, it should connect with your ideal client, and it should nurture them. And then it should convert them from being just a viewer into a loyal, high-paying client. But this is where it gets tricky, because a lot of coaches and consultants, they think that the sales cycle to convert a high-ticket client is just a few days. And when they do outreach, when they do content, and when they run ads, they are very salesy, because they only speak to people who are extremely ready to buy. But nowadays, people are so skeptical. People don't trust you, and people just need more time to make a decision. And that's just the name of the game. So what you want to do is implement the 13-13 rule. And that rule is basically that it says it takes 13 hours of content every 13th month to convert a viewer into a loyal, high-paying client. AKA, the sales cycle is extremely long. And that's just the name of the game. But once you understand it, you can build a long-term and sustainable ecosystem that converts viewers into loyal, high-paying clients. So how do you actually make this work? So you want to send a lot of traffic to your Instagram profile where people can binge watch your short form content. And this is where you connect with people. This is where you also convert them later on. But in order to connect and convert people into a buyer, there's something missing. We need trust. So how do you build trust? You actually watch a lot of content, and YouTube is perfect for that, because then people can sit down, binge watch a lot of YouTube videos. But it's not just about going viral or just watching YouTube videos. This is strategic content that is specifically placed to move your ideal client one step closer to the goal, which is the sale. And that's exactly how you build real trust. And then you reach out to them and you build a good connection. And essentially, when they're ready to work with you, you will already know. The third step into building and scaling your business to 50K a month comes down to paid ads. And paid ads will give you predictable growth. But here's the key. A lot of coaches and consultants go wrong with this, because they think that people are super ready to buy and ads will save their business. So what they're doing is that they're selling their programs, they're selling the meeting in the ads, and they're wondering why people never take action. And the reason why people don't take action is because they don't trust you enough to take action. Because people hate to be sold to, but they love to buy. So what you want to do instead is that you want to invite people into your ecosystem so they can follow you, see what you're doing, see who you are as a person, what you're doing, and how you can possibly help them. And over time, it will convert into a client. And in reality, ads is just the first touch point between you and the target audience. And they should be a representation of what you stand for. But here's what most people don't understand. What you're sending out to the world will always come back to you. And most coaches and consultants, they get this wrong, because their ads are extremely desperate. Because they're selling the meeting, they're selling their programs, and they're selling their products in ads, and they wonder why people don't want to buy. And if you actually buy, you will end up attracting those who are extremely desperate for a quick solution and a quick fix. And those clients are the worst to work with. But it also goes the other way around, because when your ads are authentic and a great representation of who you are as a person, what you can do, and what's required to actually achieve the goals, then you're attracting people who want to do the work, people who are invested, and people who know that great results take a long time. So the question is, can you just run ads magically and just tell people that if they want to achieve the goals, they have to work hard, and then you're basically set? No, of course not. Because paid ads will only work if the foundation is good. And you want to use the paid engine to literally feed the organic content that you have. In other words, you want to have organic content on your Instagram profile that builds trust, that builds authority, and builds likelihood of achievement. And when you're adding ads to that, you're adding traffic into your Instagram. And when they feel like your Instagram is the perfect fit for you, and they feel like they have landed in the perfect place, you have a follower, someone that actually likes what you're doing, and someone that follows you because of who you are and not just because of your guarantee. And that's exactly how one of my clients went from not having any followers to having more than 13,000 qualified followers who are problem aware, who knows what he's doing, and actually likes his personality. So now he can do anything with them, pitch any product, and they will buy from him. But none of this would work if you don't master the next step. Because the fourth step into scaling your business comes down to having a converting mechanism, how you convert views into loyal, high-paying clients. And this is where most completely mess up, because when they get some views and they get some traction and they get a few likes, they are acting completely desperate because they're trying to sell people immediately without actually knowing if they can help them. Because just because you got a follow, it doesn't mean that you have made the sale yet. The real magic happens in the DMs, because this is where we connect. This is where we see where people are on the journey. Not everyone will be a good fit, but a lot of people will probably be a pretty good fit over time. So the key part is, and this is a lot of people that don't know this, that is to connect with people, nurture them, see where they are on the journey. Literally just qualify them. Can you actually help this person? And if you can, awesome. You can convert them into a sales call where people can know more about how they can possibly achieve their desired result. And the step number 5 into building and scaling your business comes down to putting clients first. And the reason why this is so important is because a few years ago, I was working with a coach who was extremely good at sales, and he was really good at creating content. So the effort and the process of converting views into a client was actually pretty easy. But he ended up burning his business to the ground. Even though he was good at sales, he was good at marketing, and he was good at content. But there was one piece of the puzzle that he couldn't get right. He lacked service delivery, because the only way he could grow a business was to get more clients, more revenue, more profit, new clients all the time. And this is what I call the rat race of online businesses. And a lot of people are stuck in that rat race. And that is very unfortunate, because the key to a scalable business that will grow bigger and more powerful over time comes down to how good you are at delivering results to your clients. So the key point here I want you to understand is that you can make a lot of money simply just by putting your clients first, because your clients is the most important thing in your business. It's not the next sale, because when you focus on getting amazing results to your clients, everything becomes easier. You get happier clients, you get a better reputation. You also get better case studies, and you can create content like this where you can show what you have done for your clients. Show, don't tell method. People hate to be sold to, but they love to buy. So when you show people what's possible, you plant the ideas in their head, and they can finish the equation and actually find out that you're the best one to help them, simply just by putting your clients first, because you can show the results and the cases that you have. But not only that, having amazing clients that are extremely happy with your service will actually end up giving you more referrals and also renewals. There's nothing that feels better than having clients that renew the partnership, that stays in your business for years, because they simply just love to work with you. They are looking forward to the day where they have to pay you money because you have helped them so much. I have clients who are in that exact position. And here's the problem that I see in this online space. A lot of people, they're flexing like high revenue, the fancy lifestyle, and all the front-end money that they're making. But the key metric that you really should focus on is the lifetime value per client, because how long are your clients working with you and how much money are they paying you over a lifetime? And my client Joseph, he was really good at this process because he understood one simple thing, and that was to literally ask the market for feedback and asking clients what could become even better. And the result of that is that he got real feedback and real data that helped him build a product so damn good that he went from not having any clients, not having a business, to 17 weeks later making more than $132,000 a month, simply just by asking his clients what they wanted. So why is this system so damn powerful? when you use these 5 steps. And that is simply just because you wanted to build a business that delivers real value and you want to build real relationships with people. Don't treat people like they're leads. Treat people like actual human beings. Connect with them. See where they're on the journey, because people buy from people that we know, like, and trust and respect the most. And when you focus on transformation over information, serving over selling, and people over profits, money will come automatically. So this should be your sign to stop chasing people and start attracting them. Show them what's possible. Don't tell them what they need to do. Just show them what you're doing and they will follow you. This is how you build a business that you are actually really proud of in the future. And you build a business that you don't grow to hate. And the beautiful part of this system is that it compounds over time. Every piece of content that you do, every reel, every YouTube video, every story that you make, it all adds into the ecosystem that will grow stronger and stronger over time. Look, building a 50K a month business is not about having a secret strategy, trying to go viral, or trying to run people over with manipulation or any sales tricks. It's about understanding and leveraging human psychology, build real relationships, connect with people, and build a long-term business with a system that is sustainable. It's about building an ecosystem, an environment that your clients and potential clients would love to be in. And what you want to do is sell with trust, authenticity, and predictability. But that's enough for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next one.